What's up, everybody? I am sitting here with the updated 76ers roster. And guess what, man? LeBron James. Ramon James. Raymond, I think it is. Either way, that boy is a 76er. He's going to Philly, man. And I never in my life, I'm 29 years old, never in my life would I thought LeBron would be in Philly. But, this is his, fourth team, fourth city. And he's been started in Cleveland, went to Miami, went back to Cleveland, went all the way to the West Coast to LA, and now he's in Philly. And this is his last stop, man. He tweeted about it. He gave this long, kind of heartfelt tweet saying this was his last decision. I believe him because that brother's 42 now, something like that. And that this decision is strictly about basketball, not about family, not about money. He signed for $8 million. It's definitely not about money. It is strictly about basketball and delivering the city of Philadelphia a championship. And I believe him. And I hope that with this decision, we see a LeBron that is committed to every aspect of the game. What I mean by that is energy and hustling on offense and defense. This is the perfect team for him. He's got 3 elite guards. Jaylen Brown's a guard / wing that can run and guard the perimeter. So LeBron can be the big body he is, lock in when he needs to on defense, run the court, control the break, facilitate, and get the offense going. And he's got these young bulls around him to keep him up when he can't run. But when it comes time to lock in and do it, I hope we see the best version of LeBron. And I think at times in LA, we didn't get to see that just because LA has so many holes. There was times where LeBron just had to do so much that he had to take off plays. And I think in Philly, this roster with a healthy Joel Embiid, we will see the best version of this stage of LeBron. This era of LeBron, this older LeBron, I think Philly can bring out the best version of him. This is the best basketball decision. I like it. I don't love it because I think I'm still, the Cleveland fan in me was like, come home. But this is a much better team for him to play with, man. And so what is the legacy implications of this? He said he wants to bring a championship to Philadelphia. And I think the naysayers are going to be there. There's going to be people say this is team hopping. He's ring chasing. And to an extent he is. I mean, there's some truth in that. This will be his 4th city. This will be a team that he has no real ties to. He's not from Philly. Philly isn't. This is completely a basketball decision. He isn't coming here to be the man. This is the first team I think he'll be the 3rd or 4th best player on, depending on Joel Embiid's health. Tyrese and Jaylen Brown are the 2 best players on this team, not LeBron. And I don't think you can say that about any other team he's been on. I don't care what they say about that Lakers team. Luka was the best player, but Austin Reeves was not the 2nd best player in my opinion. But that's another conversation. The ring chasing critics will be there. But what I can say is that from a pure hoops perspective, I think this will enhance his legacy, especially if they win a title. A 5th title in Philly, especially if he gets it in his first year, I think this will go over somewhat like Tom Brady's ring in Tampa did. I think this will just make his legacy that much greater and cut into that GOAT argument more in terms of the MJ versus LeBron to a certain extent. I think it'll kill any Kobe conversations with those who still think Kobe is better, or Steph, or any other. It'll strictly be a LeBron MJ conversation. But I don't think the people that have MJ higher are going to change their mind. So let me put that in there. I think as far as that aspect of it, I think the people who have MJ higher are going to have him higher no matter what. Say LeBron wins a title in his first year in Philly and then wins a title in his second year in Philly and they're tied 6-6. I think the MJ people are still going to be like, MJ did it all in Chicago. He's the GOAT. He never lost. So I think that aspect of the legacy argument is done. But I think winning a title at 40 years old, contributing in a major way, because he will have to if they win the title. I think LeBron will have to really use his basketball IQ to get these guys on the same page, because this is not a perfect fit, and I'm going to get to that. I think he's going to be the best facilitator on this team, and he's going to have a major impact for them to win. And with me saying that, I want to talk about the fit of this team. You have Tyrese Maxey at the top, a super athletic, can score from anywhere on the court, small guard. Tyrese Maxey is about 6'2", 6'3", bouncy, quick, fast, can shoot, got everything in his bag that he needs. Then you have VJ Edgecombe, another super athletic guard, a little bigger than Tyrese, just as quick, just as bouncy, and really the one that I'm like, the sky's the limit for him. I think even more so. I think what we see from VJ Edgecombe 5 years from now is going to be disgusting. I have very high hopes for what he's going to be. So you got two super athletic guards that can score from anywhere on the court, who can also play defense. Great on-ball defenders. Tyrese, the effort comes and goes, but when you averaging 29 points a game, it's kind of hard to play defense. You get tired. And then we get to Jaylen Brown, a finals MVP, a 6'6", muscular, strong wing that is a 2 and a 3 and can lock up on the perimeter, can score from anywhere as well. That is your 1 through 3. And the one thing about that pairing, when they first brought Jaylen Brown in, I was like, I hope that they can get on the same page on how to flow as far as the offense, when to know when to give the ball up, when to be aggressive and attack and get in your bag. And I think LeBron solves a lot of that. Because if LeBron gets a rebound, or if the Sixers get a rebound, they give it to LeBron to push the ball up the court, all those dudes got to do is take off. All three of them taking off, LeBron's going to find the right one. LeBron's going to get the ball down there in the half court. They're going to listen to LeBron James. When he's in that huddle telling them, you do this action or we're going to go here with the ball, they're going to listen to LeBron James. 4-time MVP, 4-time champion, LeBron James. So I think his passing ability, his IQ, and his command, his respect in the league, I think this is the perfect fit for getting this Sixers team where they need to be. The one piece that I'm not sure about is the Joel Embiid aspect of it. For one, the obvious health. They're going to have to keep Joel Embiid healthy. They're going to have to find a way to make sure he's available come playoff time. But he has to play in the regular season, because my second thing is he's got to get he's got to get in tune with how they're going to play. Like, what's the team identity going to be? Because the biggest problem with the Sixers last year is that they had two different teams, the team with Joel Embiid and the team without. Without Joel Embiid, they're a fast, running gun team, getting up the court. We'll play one-on-one on the perimeter if we need to, but as far as pushing the ball, we're running. We're moving with pace. When Joel Embiid comes into play, they slow the ball down. They get the ball in him. The pace of the game slows down, and it's a totally different offense from when he's not there. And I don't know if you can keep doing that and win a championship. You have to have a play style. You have to have an identity on offense. And I need to know if they're gonna lean into Joel Embiid, or they're gonna make Joel Embiid maybe like a changeup. What I mean by that is, when Joel Embiid's in, he's like the changeup. He's a change of pace type of player. But how does that work in terms of, is he not gonna start? Is he gonna be a full-time player? The Joel Embiid aspect is what I'm curious to see is how the Sixers work on that. Will they trade Joel Embiid? Is he tradable? Because with Joel Embiid on the court, if he's moving, I love his defense. He's a great rim protector when he's moving, when he's healthy and moving, and he looks good. But he's not always healthy and moving. And they're going to need rim protection. They've got perimeter defenders. LeBron can guard the 4. But LeBron's not a rim protector. They're still going to need rim protection. And the roster isn't bad. They've got some backup bigs, but in the playoffs, I don't trust none of them guys. And they have a bunch of guards that I do trust, i.e. Anthony Simons. I'm a big fan of Caleb Love. And I like LeBron that they've drafted. Caleb Love and LeBron might be trade assets that they could use alongside Joel Embiid to go get them a rim protecting big that they can trust to be healthy. I don't know how that would work. I don't know the big details on their cap situation. I know they ain't got a lot of money because they're paying Joel Embiid $60 and they're paying Jaylen Brown $60 million a year. But are they done making roster moves is my big question with this team, because the fit is not perfect. It's a great fit because of what you've got in that 1 through 3. You've got your 1 through 3, your point guard, your shooting guard, your small forward with Maxey, Edgecombe, and Brown. You've got 3 players who have size, athleticism. They can shoot, they can drive, and they can hit mid-range shots. They can pass. You have a 1 through 3 with all-around players in their primes that are ready to go. And then you have LeBron James, another all-around player who's not in his prime and can't quite run, but it's LeBron James. He does everything else on a high level. That's my core. What am I gonna do with Joel Embiid is my next question. And lastly, the East is back, man. The East is back. I can't think of the last time that the East was this deep. Because you have 2 legitimate title contenders in the Knicks and the Sixers. And then you have a bunch of very good teams right after that. The Celtics. We have the Cleveland Cavaliers. We have the Hawks with Jalen Johnson. We have the Pistons with Cade Cunningham. We got the Raptors, who are supposed to be getting Kawhi Leonard. We've got a lot of good teams. We've got Miami, who just got Giannis. The East is tough. Dare I say just as tough as the West. I think if we go back over the last 8 or 9 championships, it's split. The East has won just as many championships as the West, even though the West is like always hailed as being like way better than the East. The East is a tough path to go through to get to the championship now. And the 76ers might have the best roster in the East. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments, man. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're going to have some more updates on this, bro. LeBron James is a 76er, bro. I don't know, bro. I wasn't expecting that, but, man, I'll see y'all next time. All in audio experience.